To turn the barrel on, press and hold the power button. To change the function, press the same button once.
Her thoughts around that. Callum Leslie, good morning to you.
Morning.
Hey, hey. 3 things for you to start things off today.
To change the volume, press the plus and minus buttons on the side of the units.
What are you doing?
That's Josh asking the cow what it's doing.
That is a horse noise, to be fair.
To mute the audio playback while in DAB, FM or aux mode, press the play button.
Into other groups. With the football guys today.
Let's see, can be who he wants to be. They want to be.
To quickly recall presets 1, 2 and 3, press the respective buttons on the side.
It's been the most asked question of any pop star.
Right, it's not Hooligans, no, Sam Hewen on the show after 8:30 today. And
I've got messaged by WhatsApp. WhatsApp has messaged me.
No, that's high level, right?
To position the radio antenna, pull out and extend the antenna.
Did they do it on WhatsApp?
Luckily not.
No.
They didn't hack into my phone and say,
"Hello, Greg. We've been watching you."
but it was because yesterday there was a huge problem.
To charge the barrel, open the waterproof charging cover on the back and insert a USB-C cable.
Corporation, where we were just pumping out the good tunes and good fun vibes on the wireless. And they messaged on Instagram yesterday just saying
The screen will show that the barrel is charging.
they just said the sirens were definitely the soundtrack to our day as well. Can you imagine the panic at WhatsApp HQ?
To switch the barrel into standby mode, press and hold the power button.
To Wednesday's radio.
The screen will turn off if the charging cable is unplugged. The barrel's time and date is set to update automatically by default, but you can set it manually. To do this, press and hold the menu button to go into the menu and choose System with the Enter button. Select Time with the arrow buttons. Press Enter on set time and date. Make the adjustments to the flashing numbers by pressing the arrow keys and press Enter to save your adjustment. Use the same process to set the date, month and year. To change between 12 and 24-hour format, select Set 12 or 24-hour from the Time menu. The current format is indicated by an asterisk. Select between the options with the arrow buttons and press Enter. To change the date format, select Set Date Format in the Time menu. Select between the date formats with the arrow keys and save your selection with Enter. To To change the date and times update method, select Auto Update. The current update method is indicated with an asterisk. Choose between the selections with the arrow keys and save your selection with the Enter key. To use the DAB function, press the Mode button until DAB is displayed. If this is the first time using DAB on the barrel, it will perform a full scan of the radio station.
A demo tape. I'll pass it on to the boss. Okay.
Oh, please.
I've just been telling because it's all about Coldplay.
To change DAB stations, use the arrow buttons to scroll through the stations and press the Enter button to connect to the station.
What are your children called?
Ruby and Lois.
Ruby and Lois, I'm sorry, and we'll make it up to you. Please, Johnny's going to buy 2 personalised jet skis.
Tell you what, I'm happy to watch.
Or that sometimes comes with sort of Christianity, that they have a freedom and that God wants them.
On Radio 1.
To manually tune to a DAB station, press and hold the menu button to go into the menu, and scroll to manual scan with the arrow keys and press Enter.
Live in Brighton.
Select a frequency with the arrow buttons and press Enter.
On Radio 1. Packing the car with the boys and we're going on a road trip. Shall we do it? Bolton!
Right, I feel like we need to put a disclaimer on free arrive.
The signal strength will be indicated on the display.
Turning on Oxford Street lights. If she had to turn up with her own lights,
Please bring your own lights.
and then go, oh, one of these doesn't work. Has anyone got a spare one to put this fairy light in?
Still to come. On Radio
To turn dynamic range control on or off, go into the menu and select DRC.
Again, it's tonight's hottest record. At 3:30. Going home.
Select DRC low, medium, high or off with the arrow buttons and press Enter.
Bow down.
The currently selected DRC mode will have an asterisk on the corner of the selection.
Boys and we're going on a road trip. Shall we do it? Bolton! Still to come. On Radio
To prune listed stations that are not available, go to the menu and select Prune.
Again, it's tonight's hottest record. At 3:30. Going home.
Choose Yes with the arrow buttons and press Enter to start the prune function.
Bow down to me. This is Dean and
To use the FM radio, press the Mode button until the display shows the radio frequency.
Messaged by WhatsApp.
Use the arrow buttons to manually tune up or down.
Right? Actual WhatsApp.
Quite unsettling. You're not supposed to hear from WhatsApp.
Did they do it on WhatsApp?
Press and hold the arrow buttons to scan for a station in that direction.
Greg, we've been watching you. But it
Joining us, Rob Hannah there, the Texan Wrexham.
Good fun vibes on the wireless. And they messaged.
Press and hold the play button to scan all the radio stations and save them into the preset slots.
Radio Instagram. Well, there was
Whether in FM mode or DAB mode, You can save the current radio station to a preset slot by pressing and holding the preset button.
Broadcasting Corporation, where we were just
Choose the preset slot to save to with the arrow buttons and save by pressing enter.
and they messaged on Instagram yesterday just saying, because this video got put up on the radio Instagram. And it,
To recall the presets, press the preset button once.
can you imagine the panic at WhatsApp?
Select the preset slot to recall with the arrow buttons and recall it by pressing the enter button.
Radio 1 Breakfast, let's begin!
On Ed Banger on 2007.
The barrel has 30 preset slots for the FM radio and 30 for the DAB radio.
We'll do social recall a little bit later on in the show. I just wanted to mention Mark on Leiden with
To adjust the scan setting between all stations or strong stations only, go into the menu and select scan setting.
Nominated for Mercury Prize in '95. Played new left field on the show yesterday. The new one features Grian
The currently selected scan setting is indicated with an asterisk.
Thank you to everybody who suggested.
Use the arrow keys to change the scan setting and save your setting with enter.
Particularly a Phantom Part 2 was requested by Pokemon in Somerset, and of course that came out on
If the audio quality is poor, try using the forced mono audio setting. Go to audio setting in the menu and select forced mono with the arrow buttons. Save your selection with enter.
Who was behind the Ulysses Franz Ferdinand suggestion, and that was from their album Tonight Franz Ferdinand that came out on Domino in 2009. Absolutely cracking.
To use the Bluetooth mode, press the mode button until Bluetooth is displayed. When the display shows BT searching, the barrel can be paired with your device. Look for iBox barrel on the device and pair it. You can now use the barrel to play and control music from your device. To disconnect your device, you can either long press the play button on the barrel or disconnect it from your device as usual. To use the aux mode, make sure your device has a 3.5mm jack. Press the mode button until auxiliary input displays. Open the waterproof charging cover and insert the 3.5mm jack into the socket. To change the menu's language, go to the System menu and select Language. Choose the language with the arrow keys and select it with the Enter button. To change the display's brightness settings, go to Backlight in the System menu and press Enter. To change the time until the display dims, choose Timeout with the Enter button. Choose the timeout setting with the arrow buttons and select it with Enter. To change the brightness level the display will dim to, choose Dim Level. Choose between the dim levels with the arrow buttons and select it with Enter. To change the brightness level the display will wake up to, choose On Level. Select the On level with the arrow buttons and save your selection with Enter.
Landlords and chains.
To set a sleep timer, enter the system menu and select Sleep.
Used as a temporary office. We'll look at the pros and cons in You and Yours just after midday. Plenty to drink in between now and then on Radio 4. First,
choose a time for the barrel to automatically go into standby mode and press Enter.
Now, you'll know that this series is all about people who've had something extraordinary happen to them. At the time,
there was a bed next to me. I couldn't see it.
To reset the barrel to its factory condition, select Factory Reset from the system menu. Confirm your selection by selecting Yes and press Enter. Your system settings and presets will be cleared.